I was delighted to see the intelligence that was there. He ran away happily. Your body is pretty good. I don't have time to play with you. Angered fisherman. That's what the hell I'm going to do. As the great prepared to chase, Tim stopped like a general. The goal has been achieved. Stop your hands like a bewildered king. As a great compliment to His Majesty Tim Modi. This time, he relied on the fishing plan in the pot. The combination of mountain terrain is amazing. We're not just winning. He managed to get a large number of soldiers to surrender. There is a famous battle. Take the news that you've recovered and send it out. In front of the soldiers. He was captured by Tim Modi's soldiers. He is suffering, please. Let me go, I will never surrender. The other soldier said, please forgive me. We are also the people of His Majesty Tim Mo. You can't hurt us. Tim Mothi, after being praised by the fisherman. I asked you after this battle. A declaration of war on adventure, of course. Are you still optimistic? The Taurus firmly confidently replied. Of course, Your Majesty and Your Majesty will join forces. The next day is as sure as today. The match was won in a row. Listen to what Niu says. The prisoners of Kut only know all hope. Win in a row. My heart is deep and thinking. Even if winning is easy. It didn't completely avoid casualties. The scene moved to a scene 10 miles outside of the city. Waiting for the news. Intelligence from his subordinates. His subordinates just got slapped by him for the swelling. One side cheek pain that report. Master, the gathering is complete. 2,000 elites volunteered to return more than 700 people to restore the great anger. He was screaming and screaming. I don't have to tell you to collect 10 pieces of intelligence. Then immediately return, or SAO. Then he remembered Ra had something more important. He said stop throwing stuff away. Here's subordinate is still kneeling, shaking hands, bring out the mystery box here. Sir, see the box. Good job with a fresh face. Get intelligence on the new weapon. This is the same thing for the horse to carry up to you. End words to restore hatred in the heart of hatred today. I will report another day. Wait, I already know your trump card next time. See who's laughing to the end. Back to Tim Modi's territory. 5 is excited. Tell the story of the war between the deacon and the let the brothers in the running listen. And then the perpetrator pulled the knife. Slashed a bullet into the armored car. Good things are just scratched. Then he and the fisherman fought. 2 people fighting is called a landslide. Everyone is excited about what happened after that. Speak quickly, General Niu is too strong. When Taurus 5 is talking to people. Then Niu died and Tim Mo went too. Tim Mo is quite worried. The prisoners were all members of the family. How to trick them is the problem. He assured His Majesty not to worry too much. There will be a solution. And the Taurus 5 is still quite passionate. Taurus 5 tells people, don't think that fighting is bad. The worst thing is Your Majesty. If it wasn't for him to come up with this wonderful book plan. Invite troops to the Gabians. We can't be that good. The soldiers also gave their feedback. That's right, Your Majesty. Some people remind me of what I just said. Do you know how to use idioms? Why did you use that to talk about Your Majesty? 5 is busy with 8 things. Ox is quite angry. This kid. Leave Robin alone to tidy up the prisoners. I'm here talking to the other soldiers. It's worth beating Tim Moy, just laughing, even though he's a great guy. No wonder, General Niu. It's enough to have Robin and the other fighters. Plus, did you find out? Large part of the surrounding. They are the watchmen and the people of the city. They didn't go to war. I'm definitely interested in the battlefield. Let them know some combat situation. It is also beneficial for human stability. At that time, everyone saw Tim Mo and Niu die. They are all happy. Your Majesty and General Wu returned, Your Majesty. All thanks to Your Majesty. The city can be kept. There is also an army. The fisherman is struggling. Tim Mothi laughed happily and thanked everyone. All of you here are my people. It's not hard to protect people a little bit. Like the general. Are you right? Like a great rejoicing in agreement. Yes, we can't refuse this. You don't have to be so polite. His Highness Tim Mo doesn't want 8 more. Find a reason and say goodbye to everyone. The battle has just ended. There's still a lot of work to be done. Let's go ahead. Let's talk. There are people who can't stand this. Your Highness, could you please wait for us? Tim Mo can agree. And then the whole bunch of people ran away, and they left a note. Your Majesty, wait here. Tim Mothi, ignore people who do not understand. What's going on? What's going on? That action of everyone. It is also unknown to the Taurus, Niu Dai and Tim Mothi. All eyes are looking for the answer to Tau 5. 5 is unknown. I don't know. But when I get back, they were waiting here soon. He kept asking her when she would return. Where to come from? After a while, everyone pushed the cart in front of Tim Modi. How much something? Timothy had just looked and recognized the marked sacks. That we've just come to the capital of France for them. You can't lead a man with a stick. Your Majesty leads the army. We didn't eat enough. Get the general's salary and send it to us. We are in Your Majesty's heart. Everyone feels it in their heart. But this food, we've thought about it before. We can't get it. Heart Mo moods down. She replied, you don't take it. Why do you even have your food? He happily explained to Tim Modi. This food, it is because we have gathered it. Give it to Your Majesty as a salary. We young and old here don't fight. Just enough food to eat now and next year. The old man finished. All the people behind me agree. That's right, Your Majesty. All this food is given to you. If you eat enough, you can win the best battle. Just like today. Let them scatter and flee. After listening, I agree with the people. If you have said so, I will accept it. You keep talking seriously. But we have a condition. If people don't have food anymore, don't try to suffer. You have to report it. I don't expect people to die of hunger. Everyone is enthusiastically responding. Don't worry, Your Majesty. We can grow crops and not starve to death. We grow more food for you. Don't worry about fighting. When Tim finished listening, he turned around and said, like the general, this food is their intention. We can't refuse. Could you please arrange a reception? As ordered, of course. If the people see that, they will support Your Majesty. We can push food through there. You don't have to call people like a general. Lead the way, we'll help you push through. Ox is also fun. Everybody come with me. Niu 5 added that the road is not spacious. Everyone pay attention, don't push each other. Tim Mo looked at the people in the city. You just quietly love them. These people are cute and stupid. Night falls at the capital of the city of Silla. Robin is telling the guards to find out who. Devil Tai Tien. Maybe they will send someone to sneak in. People have to be very careful not to relax. The guard also obeyed orders. Robin continued, the prisoners are also very difficult to deal with. There may still be people inside of the dark night. But your majesty must accept it at that time. The shadow of that AI. In Timothy's room, I saw a shadow. I thought to myself, His Majesty, for the first time, urged to fight, back too busy before and after. I have been advised to go on vacation. Why does his office still have people in it? Robin nestled on one side of the wall. He quietly observed the movements of the Kier. Maybe the black dragon has sneaked in to steal our secrets. Robin carefully holds the 5-pointed knife in the back. I saw this guy's shadow go to shit. Timothy's papers. I'm in a hurry because I know. That's where your majesty keeps secret documents. This man is a spy. I shouted to attack. Put your hands up and sit down. You're surrounded. You can't escape. Tim Modi turned his head and said to Robin, Robin, your eyesight seems to be a bit worse. Robin ignored His Highness Sao, who was still here. You're not on vacation. My heart can't sleep. I have a headache sitting up watching the latest. If you go back, I won, tea. Robin was very worried. Your Majesty, you should go on vacation soon. I can't sleep. I can burn incense. You can't stay up at night like this. Tim Modi was silent. And Robin whispered with great anxiety, Your Majesty, for the first time, fought a war. Meet many tragic scenes. Maybe he didn't say anything on the surface. But in my heart must be excited. It's not small. Robin offered to. Let me help Timothy agree. Look up at the battle map. Tim Modi, sad to ask Robin. Robin, are we late for adulthood? Today on the battlefield. Your army is 80% of our dead. Now we're in 2 different camps. To fight each other, when it's really the same person I hit. He said, Tim Mo, and put the flag down. Because we withdrew most of our military to practice new tactics. The rest of the soldiers could only go to the guerrillas, try to defend. When I first came to the city, it's hard to see them skinny. That's why we give food to the people. The heart of Mothi straw with tears that poured out the atmosphere. But today they didn't just return it, but give us more. Tell me, if we grow up soon, we can avoid a divided family. It's not as bad as it is today. Robin didn't know what to say. I am gently beside your Majesty. Your Majesty, Tim wiped his tears and tried to laugh. Maybe I'm too tired to be emotional today. Robin puts his hand on his chest to show loyalty and comfort to Her Majesty Ti Modi. Robin's been following you for years. Only I am the best next to the person I know. In any way. Your Majesty also tries to do the best he can. The future of the house will not be in humans. It's wrong with the gods. Wrong in reverse. Only your Majesty can save sharing. Save the people of the family. Tim Mo gets upset when he hears a compliment. She interrupted Robin. All right, stop saying compliments. Next here we are, to face a greater challenge. How to deal with it is still unknown. Robin just said, Your Majesty, it was the one who started it, naughty Timothy. I don't know. Then Tim sat down to talk to Robin. That's right. Soldiers count battlefield supplies and report back. There was a package of explosives stolen. Robin said yes. Timothy was so happy that no one expected it. The explosive package looks very normal. Just a certain number of times. And VA intensity banging can cause explosion. You think it's important. Restore the certainty that will rise to adventure. Halfway through. Exploding the whole thing would kill you. Transfer to the airport. Nicola happily told the princess. 2 boxes here is beef jerky and fruit jam. I'm ready for the princess. Care needs to be taken. Ijino also spoke to her own subordinates. Some goods have been shipped before. Everyone at the port remembered to take inventory. The servant obeyed. Yes, my lord. On her own side and Jenny. Sad and self-talk to Chang'an City. I finally had to leave after so long. See that mood? Jenny was quiet and didn't know what to say. Jenny just hugs herself and wishes her. On the road, pay attention to safety. She was also happy to return it to Jenny. This sentence, I'm at the parting party. I heard about the bottle. I know I will take good care of myself. Remember a few days ago, you have specially invited everyone to the farewell party. She's set a date to leave. To avoid that day, people can't have a perfect goodbye. I decided to have a farewell party 3 days later. The main location is the Kier Hotel. I feel myself and Jenny are moving and breaking up. Ellie from a distance also appreciated her thoughtfulness. The work itself is definitive. Say goodbye to a big dance. Only thing. And then Ellie comes in front of Gil and tells Gil. Today I asked you to do something that doesn't need to be done. Is there any problem? Happy to say no problem. It's not like we won't see each other again. Then wave goodbye to everyone. The time is near. I'm going to go over there. His subordinates also regretted expressing to the exile. These months, this lifetime of travel in Han Dynasty, is hard to forget. The wind also responded affectionately. Next time, you will be even more unforgettable. Then Diu and her subordinates performed the ceremony. Goodbye to the wind. I'll see you later, goodbye. He also tells me to be careful on the way. On the plane. Have fun and say hello to everyone. See you next time. Jenny stood at the bottom and said, billionaire. When you're in a bad mood, remember where you play. Ellie also waved goodbye. Goodbye. Nicola is also happy to have food prepared for you. But don't eat too much. Your stomach hurts. The plane flew higher. It's even further from the city. Jenny's face was agitated right now. The poor god seems to regret. Izina, comfort her, Jenny. Surely you don't want to see her hurt. The reason for the split is because of the latter. Ellie also agrees. You want to go swimming? Let's go swimming together. It's very hot now anyway. Jenny happily agreed. The wind can't go with you. I told everyone to let the driver take you to the lake. Swimming JA is back. I need to go see her, Ellie asked. Ya is back. Do you need me to come with you? Welcome back. You don't need it. Give me a break today. You can solve it yourself, Ellie happily. Goodbye, young master. That's it. Go back to the city to welcome him. If you are offered a cup of coffee, thank you. She began to report the situation again. The situation in the pro phase, I remember reporting it all in the telegram. I don't know what happened when you called me. The words in the telegram are very vague. I want to understand better. I'm happy to agree. I just had a cup of coffee. I just recounted the market details of Fabro. It's actually bigger than our imagination. More than traders. There are also nobles. They also want to work with us. But I feel like they're not strong and calm. As the surface shows. Put the coffee down on the table. GI slowly summarize. That's sort of the situation. If you want to be clearer, I'll write a report for you in a minute. I really want to extend my time. I answered, yes, there are rules. We know everything you said. It's hard for you. It seems like the wind is burning like a fire. You hurry in your heart. I haven't seen it yet. J.A. puzzled to ask what still hasn't come. I'm telling the truth right now. Waiting for you for a long time. When we come back, I've sent someone to inform her. That's when Flay arrived. The girl at the door excitedly called me. Flay merrily dried. She hugged J.A. I miss you so much. J.A. is also excited and Playlight Flay are all grown up. I'm still in a hurry. Mischievous pressure to save Ra to increase credibility. You don't really have a stomach, do you? You two are welcome to relax a little. Because I am a sister, I have a little bit of advice. Actually, be careful with her. It's a habit again. Save the wind laughing. Sao can be forced to infect very understanding. Then little Flay clung to Ya's hand and asked me. I have something to ask for your opinion. Young's plan to send the Air Force to the family. Can I come with you? I can't honestly answer. J. A reason analysis at Sao she 0 for F. With your health condition now. Not suitable for pre-war. Until then, you can join the action. Back up. It doesn't matter if it's in the front or the back. They're all contributions, not Sao. Flay is still trying to convince her sister. But I see your wings have grown well. I was so excited to see Flay's wings. Why can that be? Ellie shrugs her feet. Then Ellie flew up and smiled at Jay. I can't believe you flew. Flay is excited and confident. Don't notice that it's close to touching the light system on the ceiling. Hurry and speak carefully. But Flay dodged the VA touch, she said to the exile. Young master need not worry. Your reaction is very fast. Flay's still on the ceiling. Talk down to convince real. You are very good now. I agree with you, please. I'd love to go with you. She's worried about her safety. You find a way to delay. Be careful. There's work down here. After a while I agree. Little girl forced to spread extreme joy, cheering barking sister rubbish. I said let me go, right? Just nod your head and respond. Reaffirm your consent. Forced to speak with glittering eyes of happiness. I'm glad I went to find the vice captain. Tell her this. Let her arrange for you to join the team. Flay finished her sentence and went out. She told me before that she wanted to go. Please let me agree with her. If you agree, I'll send her on a mission. I thought you wouldn't let her go. Ya replied, I didn't want her to go at first. Jaya think back to the scene of the bloody spear. It was Han Ja who cut off Master Flay's wings. You know at first, to keep living. I can only cut off its wings with my own hand. Although she didn't say anything. But in fact, she's always admired everyone in the clan. It's my eternal grudge against her. Ya stood up from her chair and continued to speak. I thought she'd be like that for the rest of her life. You helped me grow my wings again. They have recovered to this extent. He said, kneeling down and thanking the young master. I use the name of God. I will forever consider you my master. You are everything to me. What is the person who replied to me saying? No need. Make it clear to J.A. The first time we're in this place is not the dynasty. Feudalism is not prevalent on your knees. Then I don't need you to see me as your master. This is not a human trafficking organization. Maybe we're just out of eft. You sold yourself to me. When I hear it, I agree. Yes, I prayed to God before. If Ali could get better. I vowed to be celibate to old age to worship God. Now only French play is the sex. G.I. a steadfast young master. Later I was your man. The wind is not very moving. J. keep talking, I know you say equal. But there's no equality between us. Whatever you want me to do. Just your orders. I'll do my best. The wind is powerless to stand still and think. I know what she said to me. I don't think it's the same problem. But this is the first time some people use respect to say these words to me. It's very hard not to make people think differently. Maybe I'm the kind of person who CRAVs your body. After a return, the wind reluctantly agreed. Okay, now I'm your boss. I command you not to consider me your master. We are all equal, understand? He sighed and replied, I understand, master. The warm rays of the sun are shining down on Chang'an. Ellie and Ellie are sitting in the car and try to invite me along. Ellie gives reason with convoluted. We really don't need to go with Sao. Walking the streets alone is no fun. The wind also added, we are not busy at this time. But it definitely doesn't go with you. No need. It's been too long since I've been to Chang'an. I want to see what's new lately. There's no big deal. You don't have to bother people. Smiling tulips waving goodbye, I'm going out. Have fun at work. Ellie with, if you are rejected, your face is not happy. Ellie rabbit master. I seem to feel the ridicule very unconsciously. You are also stupid in the face. Without comparison, there is no pain. Walking alone around the streets. Where the city of Chang'an, you're surprised. This commercial area give people a feel for the big mall. Something is not the same. What is a hair salon? Curious, but still moving forward. Don't care anymore. Let's go and see it later. But then, I was sitting down in a shop somewhere. She asked the clerk at the nail salon. What is a manicure? I didn't see this before in Chang'an City. Dear staff member, answer. This is what your majesty proposed. Art paint on nails. Nail polish oil can color your nails. Draw out the shapes that you love to hear about here. Tulip lit up 2 eyes to enjoy. So why do I want the same color as my hair? Back to the hair. British hairdresser bang 10 milliliter used. His hair care combo. Lady, her hair is really beautiful. Just normal. It's not properly maintained, so it's a little messy. Do you need me to serve you? The remix is curious, I agree. I've never tried hair, either. Go to work. When you finish your haircut, you're invited to buy a dress. Buy a dress enthusiastically. She sells clothes skillfully invited convoluted. You have such a beautiful body. Before and after are full. This dress will definitely suit you. I like it when I'm flattered. If you agree, I'll take the socks. Chang'an City is still crowded as every day. Tulip after a straight shopping spree. She's having so much fun. It's a feeling that's never been felt in the big malls. It turns out that shopping can be fun. I can go for another day. Are excitedly leaving. I listen to the conversation of 2 young women. On the street, the 2 of them are having a good time talking to each other. Last time I had a lot of bags. It's much more comfortable than before. That's right. Now, the physiological period is no longer disturbing. The man is curious in his heart. You are saying what Kier Sao does. At that time, there was a RAW promotion to buy packages and get one free package. Purchased it is definitely not expensive. No deception. Sanitary pads that like to be girls are great. The sound of this knife attracted the attention of the cones. Tulip walked into the tampon store. She's confused and doesn't understand what's going on. The girls inside are shopping. So I bought this. I see. Key or type is more suitable for your requirements. A man was afraid to buy sanitary pads for his wife. I want to help my wife buy it. Other girls complimented him. Wow, how exquisite. Her eyes are very wide open. This is not very afraid to say Ra, Sao. Why can they? How many people are selling in front of you? This one. Stop this. And there are men buying it. Are playing. I don't understand what's going on. The agent found out. The staff is quick to greet you. Hello, do you have any requirements? Too quick to shake hands. No, I didn't buy it. I feel embarrassed. The staff member promptly explained and saluted. Don't be shy. This is an item developed by Lord Ali. Your Majesty also supports by publishing it in the press as well. Talk about menstruation. It's a normal physiological phenomenon for women. No need to dodge. It's about keeping everyone safe. You should treat yourself well. It still doesn't seem to buy, the little girl said. I don't need it yet. I wonder if your Majesty even publicly supports SAO. The employee smiled and said, no problem. This is a guest handbook. There's a lot of knowledge about physiology inside. It's very useful. You must see it. Embarrassed, red face, brandished hands that refused. No, I really don't. For a while, it was not easy for the lights to refuse. The tulip is already holding the key or notebook. She's kind of helpless. Finally, it's impossible to get over your stubbornness. Sales assistant, stop leaving me.